to the 27-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They run it with Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's Jacobs. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
No, X3, 218, chop it. Check three.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, look, 3. Hey, Sam off. Shit, watch the shit. Hey, watch it. Look at me. Score. 2.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Here we go.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. Back to throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, You got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running is Jacobs. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw. It's complete to Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ship. Go out. Go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Slam. Check 13. Check 13.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
On
1st and 10, here's Carr. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score. Bengals 30, Raiders 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now, as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return, as they are able to cut into that lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy. Decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey, lock it. Bang, 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 bang. Look, squeeze. Go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Switch. Check. Crunch.
Leo. Lee Griffin.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
80 weapons. Here we go.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Come on,
the Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Hey, echo.
2nd and 11. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards.
First down, Bengals. Take 4.
Hey, Sam off. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, high 7, 5.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hey, Charlie!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Go, go.
0-0, Mike Free.
Second and 4. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But now it's third and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Here's Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably...
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
15 line. 15 line. Get it.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 90, Wolf. Let's go. Spy.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that
On the ready.
on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Go. Go. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check hot route.
Rock it. Now. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders, 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr completes it to Jason Witten. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
93.
From the gun, it's Carr. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.